All right, kids, I have some good news and I have some bad news. First, the bad news. As far as electricity labs go, this is probably going to be one of your more challenging weeks. So the good news, you only have 2 labs to do. And if you've done lab 12, you only have 1 lab to do. And some more good news, after this week, it's all downhill. You've got 5 labs left to do in about 2.5 weeks' time. So, let's take a closer look. And I just want to go through this with you because I'm sure some of you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe others of you are getting discouraged and thinking you're never going to get to lab 20. But let me tell you, if you look here, lab 12 and 13 are tough. But after this week, it's going to go pretty quick. Lab 14 is just to turn in a worksheet. You will have no videos to do. Lab 15 will be totally optional bonus lab. If you need to make up some points from somewhere, if you just really like electricity and you're into it, great, do lab 15. Lab 16 will be your last little tough lab. It won't be as tough as this week, and it's really kind of interesting, so it's not as bad as it seems, but you'll have 2 videos and a worksheet. Lab 17, you'll have a worksheet only, just like lab 14, no videos, unless you want to do the bonus video. Then go for it. Lab 18 will be totally optional as well. Lab 19 is so in toughness. 19, all you have to do is a video, kind of like Lab 8 where you had to make your light bulb holder. You just have to do it and show me that you did it. Lab 20 will be a flip grid and a worksheet, but it's really easy stuff. So, if you look at this closely, you have 14, 16, 17, 19, and 20. That's 5 labs to do in 2.5 weeks. Get it done all in 1 week, and you're done. Now let's get to lab 13 specifically, because that's what we're here for right now. 13, I'm going to go over numbers 1 and 2 with you and how to fill in the drawing. Number 1 says you're going to need a bulb and a switch in series with 2 batteries in series. So how we're going to draw a lab or that situation in series is with series, it's always one big continuous loop. One thing a lot of you kids are having a little bit of issue with is your switches. If you just leave them open, that means the switch is off and these light bulbs aren't going to go off. So you just always need to add that little arc in, and that means you've closed the switch so the light bulbs will work. But here's your light bulb, your switch, your light bulb, your switch, and then your 2 batteries in series right here. So that's what your drawing for box 1 should look like. Now it says, instead of the bulb and switch in series, you're going to have a bulb and a switch, in parallel with 2 cells in series. So here we have our light bulb and our switch that are parallel because they're on these ladders. Then you have 2 batteries in series end to end, short, long, short, long. So that's what box 2 picture will look like. So all you have to do there is copy my pictures and you'll have perfect drawings, of course. We've done 1 and 2 together. When you turn in your lab, you need to have all the rest of the lab completed before you turn it in. But that part you're going to have to do on your own. And you're going to have to turn in 2 videos. 1 video that will show this situation, and the second video that shows this situation of parallel. But don't you worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to do each setup, and all you have to do is copy what I did. So whatever Mrs. Fabian can do, I know you kids can do. No problem. Lab 13, the very first situation, situation 1, says you're going to have a bulb and a switch in series. So as you've been learning, anything in a series means one big circle. So here is my bulb, here's my switch. Since I only have 2 hands, I close my switch with a clothespin. Here's my other bulb, here's my other switch closed, and then so when I put my 2 batteries together, I should have my lights come on. Voila, you see the lights are on dimly. So maybe if I add another battery, will it brighten it up? Maybe a little brighter there. Okay. So what the other main question we're supposed to be asking ourselves in this lab is, if I undo a switch, what happens to the light? And does it shine brightly or dimly? I would say they shine dimly. I'm going to have to go back to 2 batteries. All right, so 2 batteries. I'm going to undo a switch and watch what happens to the light. Both lights go out because the break in this circuit right here, it breaks the electron flow to both lights. Okay, now we're going to work on situation 2, where we have a bulb and a switch, a bulb and a switch in parallel. And as you can see, it looks like a ladder. And I have a bulb and a switch on one line and a bulb and a switch on a second line. So this is going to take a lot more wire. That's why you had so much foil. So I had to make 2 more ribbons that could go down the length of the side. Actually, I made 4, and I just hooked them up like that. So when you send me a video of this, you should be able to show me that your light bulbs are going to shine brighter and that one switch controls one light bulb. And I'll show you what I mean. So here's I'm probably going to just show you with 3 batteries first, just to show you how bright it gets. See how much brighter that is? It's crazy. But with my hands, I can only show you so I can hold my batteries together. Now I'm going to show you that one switch controls one bulb. So if I take this switch off, where's my switch? That light goes off, but this light still stays on, because the only place I could cut electricity to was to this bulb. The electricity can still flow around to that light bulb. So if I close that, let me close it, light them back up, and I can take off this switch and only this bulb will go off. Boop. Because electricity can still flow around this line. So if I'm lighting my house, I want to have my lights in parallel, because I want one switch to control one bulb, and vice versa. I don't want one switch turning off every single light in my house and turning on every single light. So I just tap on my switch here and make it go on and off. I've got my clothespin in the wrong spot. Same with this one. I just come over here, lift it up and down. Boop, boop, boop. So there you have it. Now you got to show me that you can do these 2 circuits, the one in series and the one in parallel. So this week you owe me 2 videos and send me a picture of your lab paper. So no flip grids for labs 12 or 13. Lots of videos and pictures sent to me via text or email. Good luck.
And when you're done, always put all your equipment back in your baggie so you don't lose stuff. By this point in labs, things start getting really sloppy. You've probably got a lot of ribbons made and light bulb holders and switches made, but it's real important to take care of your equipment, because you do have 5 more labs to get through. So keep it together. Good luck, kids.